Hey, it's your guy Kelvin, and you are listening to God, Sex, and Love. We hope you are enjoying the group panel discussions as well as the juice coming into you every morning to give you that inspiration before your day gets started. We love to hear from you. If you have some topic discussions, send them our way. All right, enjoy.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. It's your girl, Miracle Sims. You're listening to God, Sex, and Love, your daily dose of inspiration, the juice. It is May 12th, 2020, friends, and it's time to talk about the past. Yes, I'm going to talk about our past today. I find it very interesting when I think about the past because, sometimes you can have fond memories of the past. I know sometimes I look back at my personal past and be like, dang, where did the old Miracle go? But then a lot of the times, things can be terrible in our past. Things you might want to forget, Yeah, I guess it's, you might have to try to find a balance with, whether we should dwell on the past or focus on those things from the past, or should we move on and let the things in the past go? Yeah, well, I know there's a lot of things that are confusing in this world, so let's just take a look at it and see what there is to see, all right? I know I came across the other day, it was a social media post. I feel like I've come across it before as well, but, it just stood out to me the other day, probably yesterday. And it says this. It says, just because you did something wrong in the past doesn't mean you can't advocate against it now. It doesn't make you a hypocrite. You grew. Don't let people use your past to invalidate your current mindset. I was like, well, okay, that's good. That's good. That's a good quote to think about and everything like that, because I guess when you think about other people, other people can use your past against you, and it's like, I've grown, I have the right to change my mind, but that can be one of those things to think about when it comes to the past. But I also came across, this is a famous quote. I feel like everybody probably heard this at least once in their life. And that's, those who cannot remember the past are doomed to repeat it. And the person that came with that quote is George Santayana, as I found in my little research there. And, of course, I don't know Mr. Santayana. I'm hoping that, he meant well by that by that quote. I guess I personally believe that, again, you can grow and learn from the past, of course. But at the same time, too, I don't feel like we're supposed to dwell on it. So, I don't know. Let's see what the Bible got to say about our past and, things of the past, things of that nature. Well, from what I'm understanding, God has promised us a new life to anyone who believes in Jesus. So that's one thing. Of course, that's the entire theme of the word in the Bible. Promising us that promise that he gave us about new life. So, but hey, let's check out Philippians 3 and 13 and 14. I'm going to just paraphrase it, but you guys go ahead and take a look at it yourselves. It says here to forget those things which are behind and reach for the things before, pressing towards the mark and high calling of Jesus. I don't know about you, friends, but that sounds pretty clear to me that, it says forget those things which are behind. Yes, I don't know what else to even really say about that. Again, I understand that it can be hard to do. Maybe sometimes in our own mind, the things of our past try to come back in and just kind of creep their way in. And maybe can be discouraging and everything like that. But another quote unfortunately I didn't write it, but it just came to me just now, is that that God doesn't remember our past, so why should we? I don't know. I mean, it's one of those things. I feel like, when it comes to the past and things of the past, we kind of just dwell on it or harp on it or go on and on about it. It's like, oh my gosh. And at some point, can we do what Phillipians say? Can we forget those things which are behind? Can we reach for the things, for the mark, for the beautiful promise that was given to us? I mean, is that possible for us? Of course it is. Yes. Of course it is. However, I know it's one of those things we got to ask ourselves, is it possible? Because, I mean, when you look around us, you don't see evidence that it's possible. You just see people that want to just stay or just harp or just dwell. It's like, oh my goodness. Like at some point we got to just, hate to be like, move on. But I mean, I don't know a better way to say it right now. But anywho, I don't know, friends. Hey, let it marinate for yourselves. But for those that are wanting to, move forward in their lives and, not just allow the past to just consume them so much where it's like they can't focus on the current gift, the present. Don't get me going, y'all. Don't get me going. Well, y'all can go deeper. The ones who want to go deeper, go ahead and go deeper. I came across this blog on activechristianity.com. It's the 4 steps to putting the past behind you, written by Catherine Albig. So, check that out if you want to go deeper. There are several verses that you can meditate on and, keep on your heart, souls, and minds to help you with that. But one that stood out to me is this one right here. It is Luke 62. It says, "But Jesus said to them, no one having put his hand to the plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom of God." Ugh. Y'all just let that marinate. Y'all just let that one marinate. Because how you gonna move? Okay, let me stop. Let me get into the Bible verse of today. And that is Hebrews 10:23. It says, "Let us hold fast the profession of our faith without wavering, for he is faithful that promised." Friends, I hope that encourages you. Thank you so much for listening to God, Sex, and Love, your daily dose of inspiration, the juice. I'm your girl, Miracle Sims, and I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. And I look forward to talking to you all tomorrow, if the Lord's will. Bye-bye.